We looked hither and we looked yon. We saw nothing.
Hello, kiddies. Uncle Aaron here. I feel now that we've gotten to know each other a little better, I thought I'd regale you with my trip to Albany in search of some very special train tracks. These train tracks are connected with a story which I'd like to tell you. The story goes that some children lost their lives on those train tracks. And now, if you were to park your car on those very same train tracks, you could see the little fingerprints in the powder that you would put on your bumper as your car is pushed off to safety. My natural curiosity getting the best of me, I went in search of these so-called tracks. My search led me to the library, where I looked, and no train tracks. I looked some more, still no train tracks. Finally, I found it. The train tracks I was looking for, and I was on my way.
I really wanted to do that. No, I really wanted to do that. No, I really wanted to do that.
Finally arrived in Albany, so we began our search for the train tracks. We looked, no tracks. We looked, and no tracks. And we looked, and no tracks. So finally in our travels, we happened upon a gas station. Upon further inspection of that gas station, we found an attendant. I inquired to the attendant as to the whereabouts and the legend itself of those said train tracks. He knew nothing. I don't know nothing about no story. You got it? You stay away from me. Our gas station attendant friend phoned another friend. I inquired to her as to the legend and the whereabouts of those train tracks. She said,
"Ain't heard about no story, but the train tracks are in Midtown. You can't miss them."
We went out in the middle of town in search of those same train tracks. Again, we found nothing. So we happened over to the sheriff's department. And it was here that we finally found the answers we were so desperately seeking. And what, pray tell, was the answer? There are no train tracks in Albany. Apparently, they were taken up some 30 or 40 odd years ago. And on top of that, apparently no one has heard the legend of these children. But that still begs the question, why were the tracks taken up? Why would so many in the nighttime go through so many lengths to deny what we out-of-towners had already known? That is a question I leave solely up to you. Good night.